hair flip. Welcome back to Adobe Live, everyone. I am here with Timmy Ham. Welcome back, Timmy.
Yeah, thanks. This is going to be awesome.
I think so, too. What's up, everyone in chat? We've got Margarita, Tim, Manuel. Hello. Let us know if you're new here. We'd love to say hello to you. We also love hearing where you are all from and what you do. Are you dabblers? Are you illustrators? Fill us in. We had Timmy here yesterday.
Yep.
And maybe we can chat a little bit about who you are, just in case people didn't see yesterday, and then we can cover what you did also.
Yeah, totally. So my name is Timmy Ham. If you're curious about any work, you can check it out on my Instagram at I am SLOTH.
I'll pull it up.
I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, and originally kind of into street art graffiti, and now I'm more of a dabbler in the digital arts. So yeah, I've just been having a blast. Yesterday, got to work on like a bunch of line work on this girl, kind of the trout. She doesn't really have a name yet. Maybe chat can come up with a name, but
cool. Whoa, look at her.
Yeah, so
out.
Finished some of the line work, and then today I think we're gonna throw some color in there, and I think we might start a new one too after that, or a new one tomorrow. So we're gonna definitely get another one.
Awesome. Everyone say hello to Timmy.
What's
Anita
up, everybody?
says you missed the hottest day in Arizona.
Oh,
yesterday.
Thank God I'm not there.
Yeah. Sorry, Anita, that you have to deal with that.
Yes.
We also have Grayson in the house.
Yes, Grayson.
He's over there with a little astronaut helmet on. Hopefully he can breathe. So everyone say hello to him, give him some love in the chat. And if you are new to Adobe Live, we are here on Behance. be.net/live is the best place to find us. We are also challenging you to work alongside Timmy and create an illustration during this stream. The challenge today is to create an illustration based off of the idea of, I believe it's warm summer vibes.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's based off of, I believe, Meg Hunt's work, and she'll be up next. But we have a color palette for you. So go to be.net/live, and above the chat box, you'll see a challenge option. All the instructions are there. You can check out each other's work by clicking on the gallery. And you have until 12:30 p.m. Pacific time to get those done. So an hour and a half. And there will be a little timer below us that will let you know about that. Finally, we're going to be doing a giveaway in about 30 minutes. Going to be giving away this awesome Photoshop pillow.
The pillow.
A sigh
I need a
of
pillow. My
desire.
hotel doesn't have any pillows, so I might have to take that.
Adobe?
I'm just joking.
Did you send them to a hotel with no pillows? They're like, deal with it. But yeah, these are really awesome. They're very fluffy, perfect for napping, or perfect for your pets. Perfectly pet-sized. So one of you will win this in about 30 minutes, so stick around for that. Claire says, hello from France.
What's up?
Awesome. Ooh, we got Serbia.
Glendale. Drew. Drew Ellis is a high school friend.
Whoa, no
Yeah,
way.
he's
What's up,
a
Drew?
Director in DC now.
Very cool.
Art director. So,
Awesome, Drew.
yeah.
Welcome, welcome. If you guys want to check out each other's profiles, your Behance profiles, click on each other's little faces and chat, and you can be taken straight to there, follow each other, all that good stuff. All right. So yesterday we worked on this.
Yes. So I've got some fun colors. I was kind of thinking about what type of colors I wanted to use this morning. I'm like obsessed with these this gold, blue, and red combo,
Yeah.
and I always like to pick a color that doesn't really go with all the other colors, and I add it somewhere in there a little bit. So I've got this kind of orangey. I don't know. That's orange, right?
Right.
I mean, is the dress blue or gold?
It's different every time.
Yeah, so basically we got pretty much all the line work done. I might simplify some of it as well as we're going through some of this color. But yeah, I think I was just gonna get to it and send it with this color.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I want to see your process for coloring in, because with Illustrator Draw, you can just long hold and it'll fill in closed shapes for you. So we could just be like, boom, 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 done. But this is much more of like a meditative practice.
Totally, yeah.
Coloring in.
We were kind of talking about this yesterday, is like I like to color everything in like a coloring book kind of. Usually, obviously, I just select the layer below my original drawing. I think that's pretty traditional.
Right.
And yeah, I just color. I don't do the whole fill thing unless it's for, you know, someone that I've got to get something done like super quick. Then I'm like, okay. I'm gonna fly through this.
Cool. Do you have any other ways that you can kind of speed up your workflow if you need to?
Besides coloring, you know, not. I think that's like the fastest thing for me. I think, was it Rob yesterday was saying you could use Adobe Capture?
Oh yeah.
I think that's definitely something that I might consider moving forward with capturing it and then having your line art turn into vector versus like yesterday I just redrew everything that I had already inked out on paper.
Right.
So I think I might actually start dabbling in that when there's something that needs to get done quicker than, you know, spending 2 hours to redraw something.
Right, and I think Capture obviously has its pros and cons. One of the pros is that it makes it a lot quicker, but the con is it captures the image that it wants to capture, and then maybe you have to go back in Illustrator and kind of finagle with those vectors and those curves.
I'm assuming it's kind of similar to Live Trace in Illustrator.
Yeah. That's totally it. And Live Trace has gotten so much better. Now there's so many different options. You can ignore the white, all kinds of things, but there's nothing like having something really organic that you created. And we summoned Robzilla in the chat. If you say his name 3 times, he always appears. And there he is. What's up, Rob? How you doing?
What's up, Rob?
Yeah, Rob has been with us many times here on Adobe Live. Awesome illustrator over in DC. Hope you're doing well.
Awesome.
So you're jumping in first with the accent color, or is that the gold color?
This is a gold color. Yeah, I don't really have any specific flow to which colors I do first normally. But I usually save that crazy kind of color that I usually throw in there last. I have a tendency to do lighter colors first. I don't know why.
Yeah. It's really interesting that people just automatically kind of veer towards one way or the other.
Yeah.
Interesting. What about you, chat? Do you like to lay down your light values first, your lighter colors, and then go in with your shadows? Or is it the other way? I think I like to do light first also.
Yeah.
And then my darkers and my shadows are like the last thing to kind of bump it.
Yeah, and especially if I'm doing like work with spray paint, that's usually I do all the like base colors first, all the light colors, and then go in with all the darks.
Right, and you were saying yesterday that you don't like to use black spray paint for shadows. You like to use like the marker?
Yeah,
for the outlines?
Yeah, I use these markers. They're Montana paint pens. They also same company that makes like Montana gold spray paint.
Gotcha.
And they have all sorts of different sizes.
Whoa, yeah, I'm looking at them right now. How big do they get?
Some are like a solid like inch or 2 inch diameter. Yeah, so like you can do really thick lines. It's pretty good. It's not good if you're trying to do like cement walls or things with lots of texture.
Right.
Because the tips of them get jacked up.
Yeah, like a Sharpie. When you have like a nice, crisp new Sharpie, it's so awesome.
But usually if it's like for client work or something, I've done this where like they're prepping the space and I'll just request them, you know, can you make sure there's no texture on the wall?
Oh, nice.
They can usually have someone go in and like smooth it out,
sand it
if
you need to. Do you have anything else that you like to request? Like only blue M&Ms, blue and red, that's it.
It can only work if I have a bottle of Jelly Bellies.
Yeah, only red ones.
Yes, not buttered popcorn, because I can't do those.
I can't really
do any buttered popcorn.
I can't do any jelly beans.
Oh.
I'm not a fan of the beans. Don't trust them.
Yes.
MHG says that he does dark values first.
Nice.
So does Jesper, goes from dark to light. Oh, Steven does mid and then shadow and then highlights. Ardra goes light first. We're all across the spectrum here.
Awesome.
Have you ever been watching Adobe Live and have you heard the cat song that plays?
I have not.
Well, it's playing right now.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, just joking.
Ardra just said cat music. See, we just believed you because we hear no music. It's silence in here.
Maybe they have the cat song and they're playing.
That's true. That's very true. What's up, Anna? She says, hey, everybody. How you doing? Ooh, nice rotation.
Yeah, I've got this like finger rotation down.
Nice. Was it you or was it Doug who was showing me how to reset the rotation?
I don't think that was, that was probably Doug.
So if you just like pinch all the way out, it'll reset.
With 2 fingers?
Yeah. Look at that. It goes all the way
What?
back to perfect 90 degrees.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Thanks, Doug. So Doug will be up here from 3 to 5. He's also an awesome graphic designer, illustrator, working on some apparel design. Kind of similar styles, actually.
Yeah, I love what he did yesterday.
Really cool.
I think he's still working on that today, but was it like a Loch Ness Monster
Yeah,
kind of thing with
the hand and the pencil.
Super cool and creative.
Yeah,
And
so
then when he had the Golden Gate Bridge in the background.
that was awesome. I saw on your Instagram that you guys were scooting around.
Yes.
Was that today or yesterday?
That was yesterday, and we found one. Well, the first 3 we found were broken, so that was unfortunate.
Right.
And then we finally found one, and then it took us 30 minutes to find the second one. But in the meantime, the first one battery died.
Oh no.
So then we were like, now we have to find another one.
Yeah, you're falling apart.
It was like $30 later. We finally had 2.
Ugh. Was it like the bird scooters?
I was on a bird, and then Grayson was on spin.
Oh, okay.
We ended up finding more of the spin, so we were just like, just download the app and get on it. Those things are really fun, actually.
They've popped up everywhere within the last like 2 weeks.
I'm trying to get on one of those scoots, the like Vespa things.
Oh yeah, Michael Shez rides them all
Yeah,
the time.
that's what you were saying.
So French of him to be scooting around town. What's her name, Timmy? So Ardra wants to know. Well, we wanted you all to name her.
Yeah, I would love for chat to play around with some names. What should we name her?
I'm liking something that you had, like the warrior or the traveler.
Yeah.
I like that kind of mystical, almost like a superhero name.
Yes.
Or her name could be Bonnie.
Bonnie, yeah.
Sarah.
Wendy.
Ooh, I like that.
Tabitha.
Tabby. I like that. Patricia's wondering, she loves the head decoration, first of all. Does it speak to any particular tribe, or have you taken specific pieces of reference from different things? Like I see the rose.
Yeah.
Also feathers.
A lot of the inspiration I get, like the feathers and like the roses, it's like kind of southwesty. Like lots of like Native American culture in Arizona, and so like I love the colors, I love the elements that they use, and so sometimes I try to like find ways to add different little things in there.
Right, that's really cool. Ooh, I think we have a winner. Zulfulgur says Wendigo.
Wendigo.
That's pretty sweet.
I like that.
So it's like Wendy as a cute little nickname, but also Wendigo. Like
She kind of looks like a Mariah. I agree, like Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
Get down.
Or Pariah.
Or Pariah. Ooh, I like that.
You guys are really creative.
I think Pariah is a character on Overwatch.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
It's also a social outcast.
Oh, really?
Uh-oh. Wow. This is so cool. So maybe Mariah Wendigo. Saruman.
Ooh, Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
That's hardcore.
Man. Dominic is wondering, first of all, to say that they love your drawing style.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Have you ever tried drawing some sort of Lovecraft god or monster or something Lovecraftian?
Lovecraftian. I'm
Like
not
a creature
familiar with
from
that.
the deep.
Like, what? I'm not familiar with the term Lovecraft.
So,
Is that
like,
kinda like-
do you know Cthulhu? It's like
It's like a Greek god.
it's a Lovecraftian god. So he was an author.
Oh, okay.
Had
Okay.
these like crazy, like unfathomable, huge monsters, destroyers of worlds.
Oh, cool.
Those kind of simple things. And he's kind of like a cryptid, like a,
Oh,
just a
crazy.
monster.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I haven't done anything that crazy. No.
I feel like your detail and your kind of
That would be super fun. That's
Yeah.
it. That's some good inspiration. Some of the like little creature monsters I've done are like more cartoony.
that could be cute, little
which are-
Cthulhu.
Yeah, which is fun, and I think that's just. I have a 6-year-old son, so he like loves seeing those little like cartoony creature monsters.
Yeah, you said that you were watching Pokemon.
Yes, we started rewatching. Well, I started rewatching
Yeah,
and
first time for
showing
him.
my 6-year-old Pokemon. So we've been like diving into the first season, and There's a ton of episodes in that first season.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it like hundreds or no?
Nah,
That's crazy.
not hundreds. I think there could be 40.
That's a lot.
There's a lot though.
They are only like 20 minutes long.
Yeah, we cruised through them. So that's been super fun and like inspirational actually, like the style, the art, I like the simplicity of that art style and the lines and the colors that they use. It's kind of fun.
Very cool. Jimmy says that I'm trying to get my son into Pokemon. Timmy, do you have any tips on getting your son into Pokemon?
How old is he?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because I think I hit it at the perfect time. Like he just turned 6, and it's like he's like into that kind of style. Before that, he was only obsessed with cars. Like
trucks.
the movie. Yeah, like he loved the movie Cars, and like forever that's what it was. And then I think he's just he likes the adventure. I don't know, all the different animals or Pokemon, I guess.
Yeah, all of it.
Yeah.
So when you're watching Pokemon with him, how do you act? Are you just like a cool cucumber, like whatever, but in your head you're like, this is sick?
I love it. We
Yeah.
get so into it. Yeah. Like at night we read from the Pokedex.
Yes.
He wants to know like how
Charizard,
they all
Bulbasaur.
evolve, and he's super into it. It's a lot of fun.
That's really cool. Do you have just like a book? Or do you
No,
do it on the computer?
the website
Yeah.
has like a full Pokedex thing that you can go to.
That's really cool. I
Yeah.
remember when Pokemon was like in its heyday, at least in the US, there were Pokedex like toys. They were like a little
Yeah.
electronic book you could open and catch all your Pokemon. That was awesome.
Yes.
Man.
I'll have to find one of those.
Right. Give it to him. Find it at a garage sale or flea market. Be like, this is sick.
Yeah.
Someone was wondering what software you're using and what hardware.
Yes, so I am on a iPad Pro 12.9 inch and I'm using Adobe Draw. iPad's pretty basic. It's just the standard 12.9 to 256 gigs. But I use Adobe Draw. That's the only, I haven't dabbled in a lot of the other apps.
Not yet.
Not yet, I should though. But yeah, I'm using Adobe Draw. Works super well with the computer, syncing, bringing it into your desktop application. It's awesome.
Yeah, we were talking about how you can just click or tap send to Illustrator and
Yeah.
it'll just open on your desktop computer.
It's like magic. Before that, I would save the file. If the file was too big, I'd make it a Dropbox or however, send it to me, and then open it up. It was just like this whole process. Now it's just, I'll just click open. Opens right up on my computer.
Right, and sometimes it might take like 5 seconds, but it opens.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get so impatient, I click it and I'm like, why isn't it opening? 5 seconds later. You do need to be connected to Wi-Fi though, on both devices.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah, I remember the first time I did it, I was like, I didn't know it did that, and I just hit open in Illustrator.
What does this do?
And then it opened up on my computer, and I was just freaking out. I'm like, wait, what? How does it even know?
That's
Like, I don't even-
crazy.
It's happening. I was
you
so excited.
Were you freaking out more then or when you found your dog sitting like a human on the steps?
Probably the dog part.
Yeah.
It's like, am I gonna die? Is my dog
an omen?
Yeah.
She's like, we need to talk, Dad. Timothy.
The other awesome thing about Adobe Draw is the time-lapse feature. It's like my second favorite feature to it.
Yeah, how do you use it?
I'm always posting my artwork and like the process of it to Instagram and Twitter. And so in the past, I would have to record the whole thing and then put it in Premiere and edit it and like do all that. And now it's just like you just click the open button and you just hit time lapse and it makes it a sweet time lapse for you.
Yeah, really nice. I know that Procreate was the only app that did that for a while.
Okay.
But now, Draw's on your heels.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Love it. And we were also saying that there is a mobile app for Premiere as well. I don't know if it's been updated in a while. I'm not sure, but it's called Premiere Clip. So you could take that file that you have on your mobile device, put it in there, add a title, maybe an ending, do it all from your mobile device. It's pretty cool. Sejors wants to know, why are the colors different from the one on the left? What do you mean? Let us know.
On the left.
I feel like, because you're just color grabbing from your little color palette, right?
Yeah, I'm just color grabbing from my little, color palette.
Color.
Color.
Color, what's up? So we have about 10 minutes left until we're going to be giving away this awesome Photoshop pillow.
Oh.
Every time you're like, ooh, I want that.
The pillow is so nice.
We'll enter you into the drawing.
I did get socks, and I'm wearing the socks right now.
Prove it.
So.
Maybe you can't. That's awesome.
Yes.
Very comfortable. I should have worn mine. We could have been matching.
Yes.
But chat, all you have to do is be active in the chat pod when we are going to do the giveaway in about 10 minutes. That is how you enter. And we recommend that maybe you ask a question. If you've been wondering anything about Timmy's workflow, it would be a great time to ask. Also, in about 10 minutes, if you are just watching and you've never actually signed in or said anything in chat, it's totally free to sign into Behance and make an Adobe ID. So you can do that now. And then when it comes time to the giveaway, you can just say, hello, I'm new here, and you'll be entered to the giveaway. That's all you have to do. Really simple. Ooh,
I lied. I added some brighter color right now.
Oh, well. I like it.
Yeah.
Good combo.
I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Okay.
I don't understand how you're picking which little spaces to color in. Is it just you're sensing it? And you're like, yeah, that sounds good.
There's really no method, like I don't have like a traditional method of like this and this. I literally just kind of go where I'm feeling it. I don't know. It's probably not
interesting. No, I get that totally. I feel like your brain does so many calculations when you're making art that you are not totally conscious of.
100%, yeah.
It can be really intuitive, or it can be really highly designed and intentional.
Especially like as you've been doing it more and more and more.
Yeah.
You just kind of, like the flow just kind of goes.
Right. Ooh, Carson says, I had no idea Behance ran a live video. This is great. Welcome. Thanks, Carson, for being here. We've been doing Adobe Live full-time pretty much every week since Adobe Max.
Yes, Adobe. I went to Adobe Max.
This year?
Not this year. It was in San Diego. That was the one I was in.
Cool.
That one was awesome.
I heard that one was awesome, especially just because of the location.
Yeah, they had the evening. They have like this party concert thing.
The Bash.
And it was like right on the water.
So cool.
And they had like this cool art installation. They had all these food trucks.
Yeah. Who was the musical artist?
I don't remember.
Well.
I know. Horrible. But it was like Disneyland. It felt like I was like at Disneyland. It was the coolest setup and party I've ever been to.
Yeah, it's really cool. We had Mark Ronson last year who did like Uptown Funk with Bruno Mars.
Okay, yeah.
Produced it. And then we had Weezer one year.
Weezer, yes.
That was fun. I love Weezer.
Weezer Garage. Is it not Garage Band? What's the game that you play? Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
I used to always select the Weezer song.
Yeah, actually before Guitar Hero even existed, there was like an online Guitar Hero that you just hit with your fingers. And that's actually where I first learned about Weezer.
Yes.
I had like Buddy Holly on there.
Yes.
And I was like, this song's amazing. I was like 8 years old. Aaron wants to know, I'd love to go to Adobe Max. Could you tell us all about what you can see and learn? What did you see and learn at Adobe Max?
It's insane. There's so many people, so many awesome creatives. They've got they have amazing talks. I think one of the main talks that was going on when I was there was he did Kill Bill. Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
And they had him talking and doing a Q&A kind of style, and then they had all these product updates, and then in between that they have like all these breakout sessions with like classes that you can do, little speaking engagements, and there's so many people to meet. There's so much to do at all time that it's like unlimited, but I definitely think it's worth going to if you've never been.
Yeah, so if you have never heard of Adobe Max, it's the creativity conference. It's huge. tons of creatives on the show floor. There's all these creative kind of installations and experiences that you can experience, and Adobe Live has streamed there, so you could meet the Adobe Live team potentially. It's really, really cool, and yes, it is in Los Angeles this year, which is much better than Las Vegas, I must say.
Yeah, Vegas. I didn't go to that one.
Yeah, it was very Vegas. Depends if you like Vegas or not. But it was fun. Yeah, Aaron Weezer. Woohoo! Awesome. If a person was to go, should they bring their computer gear? Do you mean just like for working? Well, maybe an iPad. What would you recommend someone brought in their max pack?
I would definitely bring your computer, especially if you like sign up for the classes and the different things. Definitely a computer, especially because I feel like when you go, you'll get inspired, and if you have downtime, maybe you want to work on things, and definitely would bring the computer. That's like the main thing I would bring probably. Yeah,
totally. And Jimmy is wondering, is everything streamed? What's the main benefits of going as opposed to watching online? So only like the keynote is streamed, and Sneaks, which is kind of like Adobe teams will show what they've been working on, and it's almost like projects that may or may not actually be released to the public, so they're sneaking them. That is available after it's done live, but what is not streamed is the actual workshops and the classes, which are, I think, some of the most valuable parts.
Yeah, the relationships aren't streamed. That's like huge, is just the people that you're gonna meet there. You're outside. A lot of us creatives, like, we're always in our one spot creating. You know, it's a little bit harder to network sometimes, but there, when you have thousands of like-minded people and creators, it's really, really cool to just meet all these new people and make new connections, and that's one of the most valuable things that I took away from it.
Yeah, that's so true. You can't really get that anywhere else, and there's even little areas on the show floor where you can sit and have meetings, quiet, and you can catch up. And then just the classes are so educational. It feels like you're in school for like 3 days.
Totally.
And last year I was there just as like a guest. I wasn't working it, so I was going to the classes and I was exhausted after it. Like, my brain hurts, so much good stuff in there. Chris wants to know, are you dropping all the color in one layer?
Yes.
The layer below the line
Yeah,
art.
just a layer below. Like if I think in a normal setting, especially if it was like a high like client, I would separate all the colors, just because it's a lot easier, with changes that need to be made to go through and make those changes.
Totally.
But for this exercise, I've just got it all on the bottom layer below the inked version.
Right, and that's also really helpful if you did have them all separated out. Then when you send it to Photoshop or Illustrator on your computer, you then have them all separated, and that's when you can make those changes maybe a little bit easier if needed. Someone else asked a question. Oh, Desiree is wondering, how long does it take for you to complete your average piece from start to finish?
I'd say a couple hours. Usually, like when I dive into something on the iPad, like once I have what I want sketched out on paper, and I usually like go into it, and I have a tendency to work like really fast.
Same.
And
too fast.
Yeah. And I'm kind of an impatient artist, so like once I start a project, like I like need to finish, and if I don't finish, I'm like, that's all I want to do is like get back to it and finish. So a lot of times with like these kind of illustrations, I'll try to finish it in like a few hours.
How do you feel mentally when you're making art? Are you totally zenned out? Are you kind of nervous, excited?
I zen out so hard.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I don't even know where my brain was. Like,
I was gonna say,
yeah. It's been 8 hours.
Yeah.
What
happened?
What?
My hair is white. What happened? But I was gonna say, I'm impressed that you can be like talking to me and working at the same time, because it seems like a very, like, you just kind of let your mind go. Process.
Yeah.
Totally. Oh yeah, Jesper, you got it. Pillow hype time.
Yes.
So it is always a custom that we get the hype train a-rolling in chat when it's time to do the giveaway. We are giving away a beautiful Photoshop pillow. A little bit of background. If you didn't know, this kind of icon, this iconic icon of Photoshop, these are called product mnemonics because it is the PS. That's how you remember it, the mnemonic. So yeah, little Adobe trivia. But you can get this product mnemonic pillow sent to you right to your door, courtesy of Adobe Live. All you have to do is be active in chat, maybe ask a question. Like we were saying earlier, if you haven't signed in yet, make an Adobe ID really quick and just sign into Behance, totally free. Nothing difficult about it. Just say anything, and that is how you are entered into the chat. Yeah, the chat's going crazy.
Yes.
Love it. Kat says, yeah, Adobe. Yeah, Adobe. Ooh, pretty pillow Photoshop. Yeah, Kathy. What's up, Kathy? Good to have you. Osvaldo says, I want it! With 6 exclamation points. Awesome. So we will run a magical script, and Adobe Live will let us know who the winner is.
Good luck. It's an awesome pillow.
It really is.
Yeah.
Overstuffed, made in the USA.
Overstuffed.
Lovely. People are saying anything in chat. Like, literally anything. You trolls. You lovely bunch of trolls. Yay! Everyone's so excited. I'm gonna win this giveaway someday. I'm gonna get a pillow too. Oh, we have a winner! This is funny. We just answered a question from this person. Timmy, would you like to read the name?
Oh my gosh, I can't pronounce the last name, but Jesper.
Jesper! Bertelsen?
Bertelsen, yes.
Bertelsen.
I could never be a teacher. I would slay every name.
Congrats, Jesper. You are the winner of this awesome Photoshop pillow. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in chat so often. I've definitely seen your name before, so we appreciate you. Appreciate everyone being here, and if you did not win, no worries. You have 2 more chances today. We do a giveaway during every segment. So we have Meg and Alice coming up next, and we have Doug and myself finishing out the day. But we still have about an hour and a half with Timmy, so.
Yes. So much time for fun stuff.
Ooh, what kind of fun stuff?
We're doing submission. Are we doing submissions again?
Oh yeah, we're doing challenges.
Yes.
Now might be a good time to see some new challenges.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, maybe we can show a couple. But first, you used gray. What's the story there?
I know. I feel so like I just cheated everybody. I had the colors
You
all set
liar.
up. Yeah, I was just kind of looking. I'm like, I think I need something light. I didn't want to do white. So I kind of went with the simple gray.
Right. Do you usually do different kind of values on black in
Yeah.
your work? Yeah.
Yeah.
So along with that, then you'll also do your bright colors.
Yeah, totally. I've had this weird thing that recently I'm like, wouldn't it be cool if like for a year, the only art that I did was like 3 colors?
Mm-hmm. That would be
So
really
I'm kind of
cool.
toying with that. I'm like, if I only did art that was like black, gray, and red for like
That's
a whole
cool.
year.
Those are Buckeyes colors.
Ooh.
Ohio State. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So I'm kind of thinking about it.
Although, maybe after a year, people would only want you to create work in those colors, and you're like, I'm sick of it, dog. No more.
Done.
Done with it. But maybe
Divorce
the Buckeyes,
those colors.
maybe they would hire you
That'd be cool.
to be their retainer artist. Just
Ohio.
always making their stuff. Ohio. Jane wants to know, what other tablets would you recommend other than the iPad?
For me, this is the only like portable kind of tablet I've used. I know it's the Cintiq, right?
Cintiq.
Cintiq. Obviously, a lot of people have a lot of good things to say about that.
Totally. Very expensive.
Yes, the Wacom is a great tablet, but it's not, portable.
Right, you definitely need a computer too. They have like the Companion, which is basically like a little iPad, but also very expensive.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're making them anymore. So,
I think for the money, like the iPad is amazing.
yeah. I
It
agree.
works great.
I'm excited to get mine in the future.
Yes.
The one that I have not ordered yet. Ooh, Anna wants to know, iced or hot coffee? You are from Arizona.
I know. I'm actually weird. I pretty much only drink hot coffee.
Huh.
I do like cold brew coffee. They have like nitro brew coffee.
We
is
have it
like
here. Have you had it?
I haven't yet.
I haven't either.
But in the morning, I will only drink hot coffee.
It's kind of like a ritual.
Yeah,
thing.
it's just like there's something about it. Just wakes me up.
Totally. Yeah, I agree. I think I only will drink iced coffee if it's like in the afternoon or maybe early evening.
Yeah.
And it's almost more like a social thing.
Totally.
I guess I'll get an iced coffee.
When I drink iced coffee too, I drink it super fast. It's not really like I'm just like relaxing, having a cup of coffee. I like down it and it's gone in like 2 seconds.
And then your brain is just like, what?
Yeah, and then my brain overloads and then I explode.
Oh no. Goodbye, Timmy.
It's like
We knew you well.
Timmy brain everywhere.
Oh no. So do you feel like you need a lot of caffeine to kind of function, or are you more of just like a take it or leave it?
I definitely have 1 cup of coffee every morning.
Me too.
Like right when I wake up and I just kind of hang out. And then I usually have coffee throughout the day, but I never drink a full cup. I kind of probably waste a lot of coffee. So I'm sorry. Sorry, world.
Okay, it's just water and beans.
But a lot of times, like afternoon, I'll have a cup of coffee, but it just kind of sits there and I just kind of sip it. And when it gets cold, I grab another one. So
Wait, you don't heat it up?
no, I'm weird.
Timmy, that is wasteful. I changed my mind.
I know, my wife does the same thing. Why are you using another K-cup? Like, those are like $1. Like, I don't know. I need to get out of that habit.
I can't stop. Or you should just get a refillable one, dog.
Oh, that's good.
Dog, 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 dog. I think that's my vocab word for today. It's dog. And yours is dabble.
Dabble dabbles.
Yes. I think that can be the vocab word for the week. It's a good one. Oh no, Jimmy drinks Rockstar in the morning. He says it's very unhealthy.
You're on another level, dude.
Yeah, Rockstar level, for sure.
That is hardcore.
I used to drink those all the time, like in high school. These are so good.
Which kind of Rockstar? Like just the traditional,
Just original.
normal Rockstar? Mm-hmm. I had, in college, someone I knew worked for Monster.
Nice.
And they gave me, like, cases of this like Monster coffee. It was like
The Java one?
Yeah.
My dad loves that.
Those were like crazy addicting. I drank them all the time. It was super bad.
And I feel like now if I drank one, I'd be like, well, I'm dead. Goodbye.
My heart just left my body. So now I'm dead.
Oh no. What do you think, chat? How do you feel about energy drinks? I'm scared of them now, as I should be. Zulfolger is very offended by our iced coffee. Sorry.
So sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I am changing the color.
Ooh. Okay. What does this mean?
Well,
Walk us through.
I don't like the, I was like, always save the bright for last, and I think I added it too early, so I'm going over it. I don't like it.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna add it somewhere else.
Nice. So, chat, if you were doing something similar to this, would you do it all just coloring in by hand, make it more of a process, or would you just be like boom, 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 more like a coloring book, fill them in instantly? What would you do? I think I would also slowly color in.
Yeah, it's more fun. Another reason why I fill in too is when I'm doing YouTube videos and I have like a second camera angle. If I just fill in, it just doesn't, like, they want to see the process of doing everything.
That's a great
tip. Doesn't feel
tip.
as artistic. It would just be like, click, 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 click,
Yeah.
click, click.
Like, you're just coloring in.
Right?
Well, yeah, that's what I do. So I noticed that you've been getting some footage from the studio. Are you planning on making a video of your trip and stuff?
Yeah, I actually already posted yesterday's video on YouTube.
You didn't? Let me see this.
And then with Gus's amazing video skills when we were streaming, so thank you, Gus.
I can't believe I'm here. Clickbait.
And and then I'm gonna have another one today and another one tomorrow and another one Friday. So that should be good.
We can see your hair without a hat.
Oh gosh.
We were both gonna be hatless at the start. We were both gonna do the hair flip.
I know.
But then I just did it because
Paco said that my hat might disappear in the video because it's green and we have a green screen, and so I was like,
wait, we have a green screen?
Oh wait, no we don't.
There isn't a giant computer screen behind us. What are you talking about?
Was I not supposed to show?
No, it's totally a joke. But it ended up working out well.
Yeah. So my head is not disappeared and I can wear the hat.
There you go. So I'm noticing this sweet fish.
Oh yeah.
Is it a bass?
It's a bass, yes.
Are you a fisherman?
I'm not. Actually, a good friend of mine has a fish company in Arizona, and he...
What do you mean fish company?
It's not a fish, like it's a lifestyle
Cool.
company that's backed by like fishing and all these cool fishing spots in Arizona. And he wanted me to kind of like do my version of his bass logo.
Cool.
And so that's what I did yesterday. I've been trying to do on YouTube 5 days a week a new like like drawing or something that I post. So that was, I think that was on Monday.
Okay.
So Tuesdays I posted the line work from. Oh, actually, it's not up yet.
You lied.
I did. I totally forgot. I thought I uploaded in the hotel, but I'm uploading that. I'm uploading yesterday's after the stream. So.
Okay. So go follow Timmy on YouTube.
Yeah, youtube.com/Timmy Ham.
Or is it Sloth Illustrations?
I don't know why it still says that. I changed it.
Oh, really?
And so if you type in youtube.com/Timmy Ham,
Oh, it went forward
it
slash.
goes to it.
Nice.
But I don't really, I don't know why that's never changed. I think it's one of those things where when you first put in your URL, you can like never change it back.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But you can change the username, I guess.
Oh, YouTube. And I notice over here in your related channels, you've got Sarah Dici.
Yes.
Woo! So if you don't know, chat, Sarah Dici was one of the Adobe Creative residents.
Amazing.
Last year,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, last year.
Super cool. Also a YouTube content creator, video master. Go check her out as well.
Yeah, if you go super deep, you might be able to find the chair I painted for her.
Yeah, right.
Somewhere in there.
I was saying that I was watching Sarah's videos, and when she was doing her like New York apartment tour, she showed the hat, or not the hat, the chair that you painted, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And now I met him.
Yes.
Pretty sweet. I was gonna say the fish really caught my attention because Adobe Live, Gus said, huge fisherman.
I totally forgot about that. We were talking about fish yesterday. I should have. My bad, Gus. I'm sorry. Can we still be friends?
Can we start over? Oh man, that's really cool. Anybody else in chat a fisher person? Enjoy the fishing? Wayne says, my Instagram projects don't let me make actual paid work. Never enough time in the day. Oh, so you just do personal projects, Wayne. Gotcha.
That's awesome.
Yeah, everyone go check out Wayne's Instagram. What is it, Smith and Fritzy? Possibly? Let us know, Wayne. Give us your handle. Christina says, she looks so fierce.
Heck
Our
yeah,
little
she
Wendigo. Pariah Wendigo, Mariah.
is. She's determined.
Yeah, she's gonna do something. I don't know what it is.
I'm thinking
though.
about giving her gray hair.
Ooh, I like that. It's very trendy.
Right?
Would it be natural or dyed?
She was born with it for sure.
Cool, cool, cool.
Just a full head of gray hair.
Nice. Special. So chat, you have about 45 minutes left to get your submissions in for the challenge for this stream. And today, the challenge is to create an illustration based around the idea of warm weather. So summer's just around the corner. As hard as it might be for some of you to believe, especially those in the Midwest, where it's snowing right now. But make an illustration based on the idea of warm weather. We've provided a color palette for you in the challenge tab. So make sure you go to be.net/live, click on the challenge tab. All the info is there. We would love you to use Illustrator Draw, Photoshop Sketch. Those are the two mobile apps that are totally free to use, but you're also welcome to use Illustrator and Photoshop on your desktop. And get those submitted by 12:30 Pacific time, and you could win an awesome print of our Wendigo woman.
I like Wendigo. For some reason, I keep thinking Winnebago.
I like that too. Winnebago, Wendigo. Sweet.
Oops.
Ryan says, posting on Instagram has surprisingly gotten me a few hits. Worked on a board game with some board game creators. That was interesting.
Yes.
Awesome.
Instagram's a great place. I get tons of stuff from Instagram.
So how do you recommend someone getting started sharing their work and possibly getting paid work on Instagram?
I just think first and foremost is just being consistent and sharing your work. And I know as artists, like, we have a tendency to, like, oh, we don't want to share this, like, it's not good enough, maybe it doesn't look great, or whatever the case is. But that's the first step, and the first step is being, like, consistent. If a potential, like, client goes to look at it and they're like, oh, well, he only has 2 things on here that he's ever posted, they might not, like, want to reach back out to you.
Yeah.
So
some credibility built into consistency.
Totally. And then, the consistency by posting also helps the people that follow you and your audience and growing that. And so those people will start seeing your stuff. And then if those people know someone that needs something that you offer, they'll recommend you because, you're always on their mind by consistently posting.
Right.
Cool work.
So what about actually building like a network and making connections on Instagram? Do you comment on other people's work? Do you ask them to collaborate?
Instagram, I don't use a ton for networking. I use Twitter a lot for that. That's like, Twitter's like my version of LinkedIn.
That's really cool.
I love Twitter. And so if I were to do it on Twitter, what I do there is, if I want to reach out to someone, I'll reach out to them and I'll say, hey, I'd love to work with you, blah, blah, blah. And you can post up to 4 photos. So a lot of times I'll kind of do a little bit of homework and research, see if they like anything, what they like. Maybe I have some artwork that could fit their style, or like maybe they like cactuses. So like, oh, I have a lot of artwork with cactuses. And I'll post like 4 photos in that tweet, and then I'll tag them, and then I'll send that to them.
Is it a direct message or just like a tweet?
Usually I send like a straight tweet to them.
Nice.
And then if they're a little bit like out of my league, sometimes I'll try to get other people to share that tweet that I sent to them. And so hopefully by other people like retweeting and sharing that, it hits their feed, because as people that have a huge following, they're getting hit up all the time.
Yeah.
So you have to figure out a way to like break that flow and like get recognized.
Yeah, it's totally a situation of almost like who you know or who you can get to kind of serve you up.
100%.
Yeah,
But Twitter's for me, it's always been a great networking tool.
Yeah, and I feel like people are kind of in 2 different camps on Twitter. Either they're like, oh, you shouldn't straight up ask people to work, or it's like, yeah, you should, it doesn't hurt anything. Yeah,
there's a lot of different ways to approach it. I mean, that's me reaching out to people that do work. I do that a lot for like collaborations, whether it's like YouTube or like we want to collaborate on a collab t-shirt design for like a YouTuber or something like that.
Right.
I'll reach out. My traditional strategy is more based on like build a relationship first. Hopefully I can get them to like start following me, and by me consistently posting work, eventually they're going to see what I have, and hopefully when the time comes where they need something, they'll reach out. But I definitely think, there's some truth to building that relationship before the ask.
Yeah. Right, not seeming too thirsty.
Yeah.
Hungry for it. It's like,
100%.
It's all about relationships.
Unless they have like an immediate need and you're like, I could help them with that.
Yeah, and then they're like, I don't care. Thanks for the help. That's what I need.
Exactly.
Christina says, kind of reminds me of the Make Art Not War illustration. What is that? I didn't know there was one illustration for that.
Is that like a bomb?
Oh, this one. It's the, like, Obey.
Oh, yes. Obey is like one of my original inspirations, 100%. Shepherd Fairies. Like, I love that. That's what we were talking about yesterday, that line work.
Totally. Awesome. Do you have any other inspiration that you'd be willing to share with the chat? Shepherd Fairy, Obey.
Shepherd Fairy, definitely. There's an artist out of, I believe he's in Santa Monica. His name's Mad Steez.
Mad Steez.
M-A-D. Steez, S-T-E-E-Z, I think. He's like one of my like.
Whoa.
He's got the craziest colors.
Seriously.
And it's just super, super fun.
That's awesome.
He does a lot of like portraits. Yeah. I love like the random colors he uses that don't really make sense, but they kind of go together.
Right, and you can tell probably that this is like anything that he makes or they make.
Like, I love this one, Carlton from Fresh Prince.
Yeah, but you're like, yeah, that's definitely a Mad Steez. Like
Yeah.
Orange.
I love his
these.
like gradients. It feels very 90s.
Airbrushed. Well, it is. But.
Yeah, I love that guy. Another recent finding that these two brothers that are in Venice, Shelby and Sandy, they're painters, and they do awesome, super clean paint work, and it's all done on giant canvases, and I love just how clean everything is.
That's awesome. Lots of pop culture.
Yeah.
I'm not going to open it up because I think there might be some not safe for work content, but feel free to go look at it yourself.
Instagram, yeah, you can check them out on Instagram, Shelby and Sandy. They're pretty cool. They're brothers, and they just paint together.
Yeah. Yuri says, such a great talk, guys. Thanks, Yuri.
Woo.
Thanks for being here.
Appreciate your support.
Yeah, she's from Japan, and she was saying earlier that she's going to get a lot of flack for being Japanese but never watching Pokemon.
Oh.
It's okay, Yuri. We accept you.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, I feel like, especially with how romanticized, especially the U.S. likes to make Japanese culture, like, I wouldn't be surprised if we make a huge deal out of things that Japanese people are like, whatever. Like, it's been around forever. What are you talking about? We're like, ah.
Totally.
That's really funny. Ooh, Wayne, you want to team up with me on a project? Let's do it. Let's Instagram. Message me. Collab happening right now. Jimmy says, I get a lot of inspiration from tattoo artists.
Ooh.
Like who, Jimmy? Let me know. And your work is very flashy, tattoo-esque.
A lot of, actually, I remember when I first really started getting into it, I actually was thinking about, I'm just going to be a tattoo artist.
Nice.
But my mom would not let me have a tattoo gun in my house.
She's like,
and unfortunately at the time I had moved back into my parents' house, and I was like, all right, fine, I'll just do like spray paint stuff.
Yeah, I must respect you, I guess.
But I am happy, and I like tattoo artists are great, but I'm definitely happy with the route I went.
Yeah, when I was a lot younger, I was always saying, I'm gonna be the only tattoo artist with no tattoos.
Yes.
So I don't necessarily want one, but I think they're awesome.
Totally.
But then I never. I was like, wait, that's silly. Not gonna happen. Macy says this is turning out great.
Thank you, Macy.
Agreed. I'm really digging the gray hair.
Yes.
Awesome. Really nice mid-tone, too, for the entire piece. Pape Ink says, I start with a pencil sketch and it takes me about 20 minutes, and then I go to Illustrator. This specific character took me 1 hour to vector. Ooh, let's pop over and see what you're all talking about. I missed it. And is it Pape?
Pape.
Pape?
Pepe.
Pepe.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I like that girl. That's awesome.
Which girl? This girl?
Yeah, she's got some cool sunglasses.
Nice.
Fun little animation.
Little process.
Yeah, I love it.
I think this is a really great example of a nice Behance project, too. It shows the whole story. Like, here is my inspiration, here's the process. And finally, here it is in context.
Nice work.
Really nice job. This was the person that was like, hey, let's do a collaboration yesterday. Karma wants to know, do you guys know Nichos? Highly recommend his work. It's epic. Let's look it up. Oh, is he from San Francisco? Potentially. Let's find it. Oh, wait, yeah, I've seen this mural, actually, in San Francisco. He does,
that is amazing.
Skeletal, and sometimes there's, like, flesh still on it.
Whoa.
Like
that eagle's amazing.
So cool. Yeah, this is awesome. Good call, Karma.
I want a shirt with that eagle, the lightning on it.
Right. That reminds me of the lightning bear shirt I was wearing yesterday.
Oh yeah, that shirt was pretty awesome.
This is cool too. So spooky, everybody. Very nice. Tim wants to know, can you turn off the line layer for a second? I'm just curious how the colors look. Ooh, that's cool. I like that.
Kind of gnarly.
Mm-hmm. It would be nice for your process to show at the end.
Yeah.
This is what it
Not
looks
very
like.
clean, but...
Yeah, Christina says, I love the electric eagle. Super cool. And thank you, Tim, for sharing the link to the gallery. We do have a new way for you all to submit your work, and it's super easy. And then you can also just check out the gallery of the work that's been submitted already, which is new. You were always asking to see other people's work, and now you can. We'll be looking at submissions. You have about 35 minutes, as you can see, 33 technically. The timer is below us. But maybe we can look at some in about 5 minutes and do some reviewing and critiquing. Because why not? Big Yanni, how do you follow your process? Do you make a concept rough sketch before you go to final?
Yeah, I, most of the time, like 80% of the time, I will sketch it out, and then I actually do like a proper original art piece. So I'll take the sketch, I'll ink it. I don't really do color, but it'll be like a black and white version.
Right.
I love having like an original piece of art. Super fun to have, and then if people really like it, you could always sell it. And
yeah, check out his website,
or,
imsloth.com.
Yeah, or if you ever decide to do an art show, you've got all this like artwork that you've done. So after that, I snap a photo of it, and if I'm gonna be doing it on Adobe Draw, I'll just upload that photo and throw it into my my app and add it as a layer. Throw the opacity down super low, and then get to drawing. Kind of redo it.
Nice.
It's kind of redundant, like the whole step of like making the artwork again and doing all that, but I enjoy, I just enjoy having an actual piece of art too.
Totally.
Like
I do too.
Real life. Not that this isn't art, but
no, it is. It's definitely kind of intangible.
yeah.
And like if you were to lose that file, it'd be like, all right, well, this never existed, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool. Manuel wants to know, where in Photoshop can you do a 3D work? Oh, there definitely is 3D in Photoshop. Manuel, maybe someone can post a tutorial. We have a lot of awesome tutorials here. Whoops. No signal, just kidding. At Adobe, maybe I can find some real quick. If you go to help.adobe.com, you'll be taken straight to the support hub. Yeah, there you go, Tim. Thank you for sending that.
Yay, you can join the challenge.
What's up, Patricia? So why couldn't you before? Were you busy? Were you at work?
Is boss looking over your shoulder?
I know, POS, parent over shoulder. Oh man. I'm always curious what everyone is doing in chat. Like, are you at work right now? Are we on your second monitor? Are you folding laundry at home? What's the story? I'm always watching Adobe Live.
Hopefully you're not driving.
Yeah, don't do that, please. Unless it's like you have it only on audio and you're just listening like a podcast.
Yep.
That'd be pretty cool. Adobe Live podcast. But yeah, tell us what you're up to. What do you do? I really love listening to live streams or podcasts when I'm working.
Yeah, and just like popping over every now and then when you kind of hear something and check it out and then kind of get back to work.
Right, although a lot of times I find myself getting sucked into like the conversation. And I'm like, oh no, I haven't touched my work in like 2 hours.
Should probably be working.
Right, do you listen to anything or do any watching of live streams while you work?
Yeah, I kind of go in like a flow of like, this week I was like had a bunch of YouTube on while I was working, or then I'll kind of go into like dig into podcasts, music. I love listening to music while I work as well.
Right.
Sometimes it depends what I'm working on. Like if it's something like super creative and personal, then like personal artwork, then I'll usually maybe listen to music.
I feel the same way.
Yeah, and if it's something that's for somebody else that I'm like not 100% sold out on, like it's fun, but it's not like my everything. I usually like put something on that I can like kind of like a podcast or live stream.
I feel like if I'm warming up or just doing a little doodle, then I don't really care what's going on. Probably a live stream. But if there's a deadline, I am all about that, like instrumental music, no lyrics, just noise.
Yep.
Please help me do this in like 2 hours. I need help. What kind of channels do you like to watch on YouTube? Is it also creative or is it totally different?
I don't really watch I like a lot of like filmmakers and vlog-ish style.
Do you watch Julian Salamita?
I don't.
Oh, he's a filmmaker.
I don't.
And a vlogger.
But I think I watch a lot of John Olsen.
Oh, I don't know that name.
I believe it's Jon. Jon. He's sweet. It's Jon, but it's spelled Jon, right? Yeah.
Thank you, Grayson.
He was like an well, he's still a skier, but he's got like the craziest cool life, like really into like cars, travel, surfing.
Exciting life stuff.
Yeah, and his vlogs are like crazy high end, really well done, and he posts them like all the time, which I don't know how you put out that high of quality every single day. It blows my mind.
That's crazy. He does have like 1 million subscribers, so he can probably do it.
Yeah.
Full time.
Well, I know he's got a guy that travels with him that helps edit a lot of stuff. Oh, it's only Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday now. For like
end.
2 years or a year and a half, it was 5 or 7 days a week. I don't remember.
That's insanity.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Man. So what about you, Chat? Do you do things that are like also creatively oriented when you're making creative stuff, or do you like to do something totally different? Like almost like if you had the news on and you were making art. Although that could be inspiring.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Or depressing.
Yeah.
Depending on what's happening.
Right. I guess maybe being depressing is inspiring.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yep.
Wayne says that while he watches, he is designing magazines and trying to get his pup to stop biting him. Bad pup. If I say that too loud, will the pup hear me and will it get sad? You're a good boy. Good boy, pup. Big Yanni wants to know, is it good to be influenced by other people's work?
I think so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I think that's a good answer.
I definitely think that's one of the ways you start to find your style, you know, is always checking out other people, and then over time, you know, something of your own kind of comes out of it.
Right. I'm a big advocate of the fact, or what I believe to be a fact of, like, you can't stop your hand from making the way it wants to make. So you're always going to have at least a little bit of yourself in whatever you make, and just kind of trying to like fine tune that and really identify it.
I like that.
Yeah. But let's see, who asked that? Big Yanni, do you have a specific worry about being influenced by others' work? Like you don't want to be copying them? Where's that fine line? I know that can be difficult to traverse.
Especially with the internet, you know, if you do something and it looks similar to something else, like that can always be discouraging when people are like, your work just looks just like him.
Right. I feel like I've spent so many hours of my dang life looking at other people's work that I'm almost to a point where I'm like, I don't even want to see other people's work anymore. Like, it just keeps me from making things, and I get discouraged. And if I make something and it happens to look like someone else's, okay.
Yeah.
At least I made something.
It's probably impossible not to, right?
Yeah.
Do something that looks similar to something that has been done before.
Yeah, and that's something to really take to heart and be encouraged by. Like, that's okay. Just still make things. What's up, Jan Eric? Kaboom, what's up? Kaboom. Wayne says, Ryuichi Sakamoto soundtracks are the perfect background music. Ooh. Let's see. Yuichi Sakamoto. I like to listen to Studio Ghibli soundtracks when I'm working. Really beautiful. All right. Ryuichi Sakamoto. Everyone go check him out. Adobe Live's wondering, this might have been covered already, but how do you select your color palette?
How do I choose? I used to, like, when I'm working on the computer, I would always do the traditional, go into my color, in here, and decide, you know, like I was saying earlier, I've been loving the kind of like the gold yellowish orange, this dark blue and the red, and I would just kind of go in there. But recently, on the iPad, I've been using the theme, and the app themes, and you can go in there, and they've got all these amazing colors that flow really well together.
Right.
And I've been using this since I've been on the iPad a lot to kind of just like throw around and pick colors.
Well, this one's one of my favorites.
This one?
Yeah, I always use that one.
So such like I almost just like waste time looking at all the colors and like, oh, everything is so pleasing to my eye.
Right.
Like that color is so fun. Like,
yeah, good combos.
So yeah, if you're on Adobe Draw, definitely check out the themes in the middle between picker and themes. There's another place on the desktop where you can look at all this, right?
Yep.
What is it on a website, right?
Yes.
I used to use it back in the day. I haven't recently though.
So it used to be called Cooler.
Yeah,
K-U-L-E-R.
that's what it was.
Yeah, now it's just Color, CC. And you can make awesome color palettes, and you see as I drag these bubbles, it automatically kind of picks other colors that go well with it, but also have a large variety of value in saturation, so it doesn't get too analogous. And if you go over to Explore, you can see what Timmy was saying, how there's a bunch of different themes that have been published, but also community themes, so things other people have published. And then you can also do your themes. So we're looking at my library right now, and I have a couple different themes that I've used in the past. The really cool thing about this is that color lives, this whole thing on my computer right now lives in Adobe Capture CC, which is a mobile app. I think my favorite mobile app. You can open up Capture, totally free, and click on the color tab. And if you hold your camera up, say I hold it up to my water bottle that is silver and blue, it will pick different hues from the live image and in real time make a color palette out of it. You can see the bubbles kind of floating around. You can pause it and save it if you'd like to. You can also use still images. So say you take a picture of a billboard that's really inspiring to you, you love the colors, take a picture of it, upload it into Capture, and you can get a theme from there. And from there, you can open it up in your libraries panels in Photoshop, Illustrator, Sketch, Draw. Pretty much anywhere you have CC libraries, you have your colors. It's really awesome. So you can make a theme of these colors.
I should.
Just boop, 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 boop,
What would I call it?
Ooh.
Sloth palette.
Yeah. Sloth colors. But it doesn't seem very slothy to me.
I know. It's just, I have no idea.
Yeah,
It's just the name that I've always gone by.
I was gonna say, where did that come from? You just like sloths?
Yeah, no, you know, like back when I was more into like the whole graffiti scene, street art stuff, I started to just brand myself. That was kind of like my art name was like Sloth. And one, I just love drawing the letter S. Like
Yeah.
It's like super fun to draw.
Did you do that Superman S?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I originally thought sloth, like when I first started doing it, it was like more so I was thinking like the meaning behind it was more people just need to kind of slow down and enjoy their scenery. And I was like, sloths seem to like move very slow, but I'm sure they take in a lot around them. And so that was kind of like the original inspiration of like sloth, like so just sloth it kind of thing. And I just started signing everything as sloth, and yeah.
Nice.
And I really like the Goonies, the movie The Goonies. So.
That's awesome. So do you find it difficult to differentiate between Timmy Ham and Sloth, or are they kind of the same brand?
You know, that's always been super annoying to me because I wanted to have Sloth everything, but I couldn't on social.
Right.
But no, not too much anymore. At the beginning, I think it was kind of difficult. But now, it doesn't really bother me too much.
Yeah, it's kind of like you have a following, and so it doesn't really matter at this
Yeah.
point.
One day, though, I hope I can have all sloth. I would love to just have @sloth, like the animal.
That'd be sweet.
Or if, like, on Google, I'm like the first search thing
before a real
the
sloth?
animal.
How dare you?
That would be amazing.
That would be a feat.
Right?
For sure. Someone was wondering, it's Christina, do you think it's better to work under a tight time constraint, or do you like to spend a lot of time on your work?
I mean, just like the chapter of life I'm in, I like giving myself, like, I need to do this in 2 hours.
Right.
And I've got to go.
Got things to do.
Yeah, so I'm all about, like, time management and efficiency. But yeah, I don't know which one's better. It just depends, like, what's going on that day. Like, I would love to just, like, cruise and take a long time on art, but unfortunately, like, my lifestyle doesn't let me do that.
Yeah, Christina, I like to, I think, work under time constraints more than just letting it go, because I feel like if I'm just like, there's no real deadline for this, then I'll just keep working on it forever. And there will be just noodling, and I'll be pushing things and pulling things, and it just needs to be done at some point. So I think that would help me. Jan Eric says, sloths and tapirs are his biggest enemies. What do they do to you, Jan Eric? What happened to you? Who hurt you? What sloth hurt you? Would you like to apologize for all sloth kind for hurting him? No.
No.
Don't need to.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry we hurt you.
Not all sloths are bad sloths.
True. Desiree is saying, I love Capture, the app. A professor told me about it, and it's been my fave ever since. That's awesome, Desiree. What professor? What kind of class were you taking? We're almost done.
Yeah. Just kind of cruising through this.
Do you feel like once you add all the color, you'll go back and change any of it, or will it be pretty set?
Sometimes, like, usually, like, I usually would go back to it the next day and just kind of look it over and be like, I don't like this color, or there's too much detail here. I'm gonna, like, take some of this out. So usually I'll change a little bit of it the day after, or, like, I'll come back to it later that day after I thought I finished it and change some stuff up.
Right. Fresh eyes.
Yeah.
Do you ever show it to your family members? Be like, what do you think?
I do, yeah. I'll show stuff to my wife all the time. She's definitely not in the creative scene, or she likes it, but she's not, like, super inspired by anything. So I like asking her, because she has a completely outside opinion, know, and she's super honest. So I'll usually always ask her for her opinion.
Right, I totally get that.
And a lot of the times it's not good. No, like, I don't really like that. I'm like, what? This is amazing. Well, you asked me.
Yeah. You're like, well, that's true, I guess. Darn.
You wanted my opinion. I'm like, okay, I'll change it.
Yeah. I've never been the kind of creator where I don't want to make a decision because I'm scared people won't like it. Like, I would never be like, does this look good? Or does this? It's more of just like, do you get this? Like, is this readable to you? But that's just me.
Yeah,
that's
like,
how I make.
You're not like, hey, what can I fix on this? Like,
yeah, or like, what can I fix on this? But more so afterwards. Like, okay, what do you think of the whole thing?
Yeah. I like that.
Big Yanni wants to know, how is it different working with a client versus working for your customer? Which I'm assuming they're meaning, like, your clients freelancing or people who are buying stuff off your website.
Like your own artwork versus working with clients, I find is like freelance world of work is usually a lot harder than selling my own artwork, because there I get to do, create something that I love and I like, and then you know, if people like it, they buy it, and they're not asking me to change anything. But usually freelance work, you know, people they have a lot of opinions. They need you to change this, and need you to change that, and that usually is a little bit more exhausting.
Right. How do you set up your contracts or your plans with them regarding changes and direction?
You know, probably not the best way.
Uh-oh.
I think. I tend to, I don't do a lot of the contract things. I'll do, if I do, is usually like, oh, a big mural and things like that. So that's kind of like, you sketch it and that's what they get. You know,
Nice.
usually they like see my artwork, they know my style.
That's cool.
Those are really nice. But definitely there's been a lot of the times, especially early on in my career, where it was like, you know, I'm doing some sort of design for someone and they just are playing art director and they keep wanting you to change everything.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like, yo, like we've spent hours and hours on this. Like they don't really know what they want. And so
Totally.
that gets really difficult and then tricky if you didn't set it up beforehand saying like, you can have 3 changes.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally.
It's tough though because I'm a people pleaser, so like I want them to be happy. I
Yeah.
want them to come back.
That's hard.
So it's always been tough. That's always been tough for me, is like telling them I can't change this anymore.
Yeah. Right. And I think when you said people don't know what they want is really true often.
I can't tell you how many times we'd be like, well, I know when I see it, I'll like it.
And you're like, that doesn't make sense.
Like, well, so, okay, this is going to be a long month.
Yeah, you're like, do you have $1 million that I
Yeah.
can just make 1 million things for you and you can just pick one?
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy. So Aaron's wondering, for those kind of situations, do you charge by the hour, number of mock-ups, finished products?
Usually what I do is I literally just give a solid number for the project, and I say, this is what it's going to cost to do everything.
Right.
You're going to get, you know, X amount of renders and like things to choose from, and that's it. And that's the price. And I'll always, most of the time I ask for, you know, a deposit of like 50% sometimes, just because the past, you know, I've been unfortunately burned.
Right.
And then, yeah, I try to make it as simple as possible.
Yeah, because they're already, I don't know, coming to you
Yeah.
to solve an issue for them, and as easy as you can make it.
Especially for more of the mom and pop kind of shops, local, you know, people like that need stuff. You want to do bigger stuff for bigger companies, they already have so much set in place that a lot of that stuff is really easy to kind of like navigate, because they're on such a high level of like,
Right.
they do this all the time. They know the routine.
Yeah.
But like the mom and pop seem to kind of get scared when you're like, you only get 3 choices.
And they're like, oh no!
You're like, well, what if I don't like it? Because they don't have the budgets that some of
Yeah.
these other people have, and
Right.
so they're afraid like, well, I'll spend the money and then I don't like it. And so that's where I found like just telling people this is what it costs no matter what,
Gotcha.
and then I just try to nail it
Yeah.
quick.
Hopefully
And
they're cool with it.
yeah, I think a lot of that too is really listening to what they need and really paying attention and asking a lot of questions. And then when you're early on in your stages, showing them and over communicating has helped me minimize those like the time I'm going to spend on something. Because like early on it'd be like I give them a final product, like, what do you think? And they're like, and I'm like, I just spent so much time on this one
Yes.
piece. Where if I would have just showed them like some sketches and some mock-ups it would have been way better.
Yeah. Yeah. I get scared of doing that sometimes because I'm like, well, if I show them a sketch, they're not going to really get it.
Yeah,
But
that too, yeah.
It's okay. Like, that's what a sketch is. It can be rough. And I think, like you said, over-communicating at the beginning is really important. Also knowing which questions to ask them.
Yes,
Almost-
that's like the golden ticket.
Right. Like, outsmarting stupid is something. Not saying they're stupid, but, like, what can you do to make silly things not even happen later?
Yep.
I think an important question is often asking them, like, what is the goal with this thing that I'm creating? What's it trying to communicate? And with that answer, you can kind of infer some choices that you might have to make. Pretty cool. We have Ryan in chat who's asking about how to price things and how to say no to companies, and we're getting lots of good feedback. Thank you everyone for helping Ryan.
Yes.
Really helpful.
Pricing's always tough.
Yeah, I don't think there's one answer.
No, there's not. You know, it's different every single time.
Yeah, and it's different person to person too.
Yep.
Like as a creator and as a person, what feels better to you?
Yeah, a lot of times I just ask myself, what would I be really happy with realistically for this job? And, you know, whatever that answer is, that's why I go a little bit higher than that. And that's what I go for.
Yeah, that's the key. Like, what would you be psyched about? All right, add more.
Yeah.
And see if they say yes.
Because they're not going to say, okay, no, I'm going to go find someone else.
Yeah, bye.
They're going to give you a chance. They always will.
Yeah,
They
and
came
if
to
they
you.
don't, then that's...
Yeah, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, totally. All right, so while you are working on this, by the way, love the little textures like you created here. This almost like leopard print.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out a way to break that.
It's cool.
The fabric up.
Yeah, it meshes well with the polka dot headband too.
There's kind of a lot going on, but
There is. I like it. She crazy.
the next piece is going to be a little bit more simplified.
Oh no. Well, that'll be cool too.
Yeah.
But as you're working on that, I'm going to get this contest open. Chat, you have about
Awesome.
10 minutes left. Oh, 8 actually. I always think it's more time, but you can see below me it is 8 to get your submissions in. If you're just joining us, we are here with Timmy Ham. He's working on this awesome. We named her Mariah Wendigo. Wendigo.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just stick to one. Wendigo. That's it.
Wendigo.
She's super cool. He's working on Wendigo in Illustrator Draw, which is a free mobile app that you can get on your phone or your tablet. We're here live pretty much every Tuesday through Thursday, focusing on different themes every week. So this week is illustration. Next week, I believe we have some video coming back from NAB, really big conference. So we're going to be talking about the new releases then. And you can check out the schedule to learn more about that. Also, if you can't watch right now or you want to come back and see something later, like how Timmy worked on a specific workflow, you can watch the replays. There should be a replay tab right over here, right above us. There should be chat schedule or live schedule and replays. So check those out if you'd like to. We are going to be closing down the challenge in about 7 minutes. We are challenging you to make an illustration based on the idea of warm weather. And we have an awesome color palette for you based off of Meg Hunt's work. Meg is going to be up next with Alice from 1 to 3. So pick those colors. We have the codes for you if you want to get real nitty-gritty with it. And use Illustrator Draw, Photoshop Sketch, or Illustrator or Photoshop on the desktop. You could win a print of this beautiful work from Timmy if you win. So that's in about 6 minutes, but I'm gonna get some of the submissions open.
I'm super excited to see these.
Yeah, I think we'll have time to like really go through them and give some feedback.
Yes.
And critique even. Does that sound good, Chad? You want feedback? Ooh, Desiree doesn't think she's going to be able to make it for the challenge, but she's determined to try. You can do it. Just upload something. Or if you want to keep working, you could always upload during Meg or Doug's stream. Jan Eric, I don't think you can do recolor artwork in Sketch or in Draw or in Sketch yet. Don't think so, unless you're tricking me and you already know that you can. I wouldn't put it past you, Jan Eric, you scoundrel. Esther's wondering, why are you coloring some of the color layer and some on the lines layer? Because sometimes we make mistakes, Esther.
Yeah, definitely not on purpose. Sometimes like we were saying, I'll get so zoned out and just like in my workflow that I have a tendency to forget which layer I'm on.
Yeah, and if you're not actively just looking at the layers.
And then you go back and you're like, I gotta fix something. And you're like, wait.
I broke it.
No, it wasn't on the right layer.
Dang
this is
it.
horrible.
Oh no, oh yeah, we got Matt D. Smith in the chat.
What up, Matt?
What's up, Matt? Thanks for being here.
Yes.
He says, feel free to work my initials into your drawing somewhere. Wow, Matt, okay. Mine too. Everybody's initials, throw them in.
Yes. Yes, I think Matt's been on Adobe
Heck
Live.
yeah. Welcome
Right.
back, Matt. Everyone go click on Matt's face. Go check out his Behance. You can do that for the other people in chat. Click on their little icons. Appreciate their projects. Oh, Tim, you have sound now? Okay, cool. Not you.
Oh, I was like, I can hear.
I can finally hear.
I can hear.
Hooray. Anderson says, say hello to Lily. What's up, Lily? Who are you? You got 4 minutes left, chat. Come on now. Get those submissions in. Oh no, did I direct everyone to Matt's Behance and there's no projects on there? Matt, shame on you.
Matt's UX designer, I believe.
Oh,
So
well
I-
then, well, you could always have projects, no
totally.
excuses.
I know.
That's funny. What's up, Daniel Newman? He says, howdy. Howdy. Is there an Arizona greeting? Do people just say, hey?
Hey. Yeah.
Hola?
I mean, people think of Arizona, they think usually think of cowboys. I
That's
think,
true.
Too, like Southwest.
I could be howdy.
Yeah, so howdy, I guess.
That works.
Could work.
Oh, Matt. He says, sadly, I never created Behance projects.
No.
It's never too late. It's always free.
You just went off my top 8 friend list.
Ooh,
I'm shook you, Matt.
Going back to MySpace. Love it. I think you're going to finish this like right on time.
Yes. It's been great.
Sweet. What's he going to do next? He's going to grab the color using the color picker.
Yes. I'm going to actually just add in a couple more little lines.
Oh.
Some other details.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Karma is wondering, do you duplicate your projects and save the outline, or do you just... I'm confused, Karma. I started reading it and then realized I did not comprehend. I think maybe a good question to ask, though, is how do you export your projects or organize them? Do you have like an outline layer, colors, or do you just merge everything and save it that way?
I'll usually, I'll keep the layers. Pretty simple. I'll keep the layers and everything that I've got going on, and yeah.
Yeah, just keep it a live file.
Yeah.
Smart. Jimmy says it looks very yellow on the GoPro. Yeah, if you look at how it's capturing it,
Oh, it
it's
does.
straight up yellow. It's much more like the actual screen capture
Yeah.
in real life.
Definitely. Yeah, we'll have to. I'll definitely post some things on Twitter too of that, like so you can see the true colors.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we've got Gus manning the Adobe Live name. We've got Paco over here on the switchers. Woot woot. We got Grayson in the back. I think he's still here. Oh, I see him. There he is.
Yeah.
What are you doing back there? Causing trouble? No, he's being a very good student. Grayson, do you want to come on stream? Grayson. Grayson, come here, boy.
Grayson's like my son. No, I'm sure he's not my son, but he's like my little boy.
He's like my little boy, not my son, my little boy. That's cool. All right, perfect. Here he comes. He's got his life support on. He has his tools. Stream team. All right. Timmy, introduce Grayson. What's the story here?
This is Grayson. He
Does not have a head.
This is Grayson. He's my astronaut. Grayson helps me with a lot of content work and traveling and hanging out and photos, and yeah, he's awesome.
Also from Arizona.
Also from Arizona.
Woot woot.
Grayson is a 17-year-old unicorn.
What does that mean?
He's just super talented, so
Oh, nice.
yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
Very cool. Alejandro says, greetings from Venezuela.
Yeah.
What's up, Alejandro? Adobe Live says, hi, Grayson. Everyone say hello. You getting footage for the vlog?
Of course.
That's your job. Awesome. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Grayson from space.
It reminds me of Fortnite. The helmet.
Totally.
Yeah. The Fortnite character. And then there's a flamingo over here there used to be like a flamingo pickaxe.
Oh.
Totally having those Fortnite.
Yeah, something that me and Gus over at Adobe Live talk about a lot is how those skins on Fortnite that are like really big and bulky or brightly colored, it just seems like they kind of put you at a disadvantage.
Yeah, totally.
Like, oh yeah, there's definitely a spaceman over there hiding behind that bush.
I see a flamingo axe popping up.
Right. Doesn't make sense. I guess that's for people who are like really confident.
Yeah.
Or just playing. Jan-Eric says he thought that Grayson was a dog the way that I was calling to him. Come here, Grayson. Good boy. Oh, no. You're a unicorn, not a dog.
Oh, yeah. A very pretty unicorn.
Yeah, with pink shoes. All right, everyone in chat, we have hit our deadline. Thank you, everyone who has submitted so far. And if you're still working on your challenge, your warm weather challenge, you have 2 more streams to submit it in. We have Meg and Doug up until 5 p.m. So I'll get these open. Timmy's pretty much finished, so that's great.
One more little thing to add and...
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yes.
And if you have no idea what I'm talking about the challenge, go ahead and click on that challenge tab above the chat pod, and all the info you need is there. All right, you let me know when you're ready.
Ready for submissions?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it now.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. We've got some time to go through them so we can really
let's check these out.
Check it out, see what's up. All right, this is our first one. This is by Ekaterina.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we did provide a color palette for you, and it looks like you just used one of the colors, which is really interesting.
I love it. You're like, I don't need all those other ones.
No, it's really simple.
I love it. Is it I wonder if it's a specific location, like what the inspiration is behind it.
Yeah, definitely get like adventure vibes.
I love the line art. Is that a Band-Aid on her leg?
Yeah, looks like it. Maybe 2.
I love that.
It almost looks like it says S on the Band-Aid, but maybe that's just a design. But I think this is really cool. I think maybe one little piece or a little review I might have would be, I love the Band-Aid, but this little area right here creates a little bit of a tangent. Like it goes from river right into the Band-Aid and then it stops. Just a little, my eye stops there. And maybe it should be more of like a flowing design.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about you? Any thoughts on how to make it stronger?
I think the only, one of the things that I see is the tops of the trees by the water.
Okay.
Kind of lose those. Maybe
right here.
Make it a little bit taller or shorter.
Yeah. Or you could use like negative space and outline this part in white.
Yep, exactly. But I love the dot work in the trees. I think that's super fun.
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of like...
I like the shorts, the line of the shorts, it's fun.
Cool. It's almost like poke and stick and poke tattoos. Nice job. That is our first
Dagger
submission.
trees.
Yeah, so aggressive. All right, on to the next. We've got Laura.
Ooh.
This is delicious looking.
Yum.
Ooh, look at these brush strokes. I think she used Photoshop Sketch for this.
Love it.
This is really interesting, the orange on top of the blue.
Yeah.
I really love this little, like, whatever this is, icing thing on top, the smiley face. But I do feel like that and also these dots are just a little, almost too blurry or unfinished looking compared to how sharp these lines are. So maybe like erasing away the edge so it's a little bit sharper, kind of carving into it. What do you think? How could you make it better?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking a similar thing of maybe adding some of that stroke into the cone, like how you have in the ice cream, can maybe help bring that together.
Yeah.
Or taking one of the colors from like the smiley face, like maybe the blue, and adding that in a cone somewhere could be kind of cool to blend it all together.
Right.
I don't know. I was thinking it would have been cool if there was something melting on it.
Yeah, definitely.
Like some drips or
psychedelic drips.
Yeah, something like that, being hot and sunny.
Yeah, definitely.
But I do love the little like candy icon smiley face.
Yeah, it's a nice little ad.
Totally.
And yeah, we have already submitted or reviewed these last submissions, so sorry about that. Did not know. Here we go. We're starting with Smita. And this looks like, this is really cool. It almost looks like a print.
Is it a sunflower maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Maybe. Some sort of flower, which I love. Very much summer vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really
Doing
cool.
the colors.
Mm-hmm. I really like this. I feel like you can make a pattern out of it.
Yeah, I think it'd be a great pattern.
Mm-hmm. Really nice.
I think there's like one like crazy line at the top.
Yeah.
Maybe I would just get rid of that.
Yeah. Right. I totally get that your whole thing is a little, it's very handmade looking, and that's cool, but
maybe like end it a little bit, like not all the way off the page.
Mm-hmm. Right. Kind of takes your eye off, and you're like, whoa, now I'm in space.
But it's fun.
Yeah. Very nice, Smita. All right, let's make sure we're going the right way. This is by Laura Garcia. I think there are two shirtless guy illustrations. Really cool. I like this character design.
Me too. He's awesome. I love his hair.
Yeah.
His little blue hair.
Looks very sunburned. He looks very worried to be a castaway in this shark island.
Yes.
And I also really like your use of a white sky and blue clouds.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice use of the color palette. Cool, so how can we make this stronger?
Yeah. I think one thing I would love to see like a sun in there.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, you know, I like everything. I think the font at the top, maybe like spacing that cloud out where it says summer.
Yeah.
Maybe I would bring that down a little bit.
A little bit of a tangent here.
If you're going for that, maybe having the other one in there kind of balancing it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, another overlap.
Yeah.
Too. Steve says this looks like George from Seinfeld.
Yes.
Totally does, and this would totally be a situation that George would find himself in. That's awesome. So nice job, Laura. All right, on to the next. Ooh, very painterly. This is by Rob.
Whoa.
Zoom in a little.
Is that real sand?
It looks like it. So it looks like maybe you used Photoshop Sketch for this, Rob. Let us know. Here's the sun that you wanted in the previous
we got some sun.
I really love this little aspect of having some highly saturated pieces in the cloud. It's really nice when you can get like a bright yellow or maybe a bright pink in clouds. Makes it look more realistic. What do you think about these this water rendering?
Yeah, I think it can maybe add a little bit more motion to it. But I like it. I would like to maybe see a little bit more movement in it. Maybe it's a still ocean, or maybe it's a lake. I don't know.
We cannot assume.
I think it'd be cool to add some texture, like some sort of texture in the sand to kind of like maybe break it up a little bit.
Yeah, right. The whole thing is pretty smooth.
Yeah.
So it's very airbrushed looking, which is not a bad thing.
No,
but
not
I really
at all.
like up here where you're getting like a little piece of almost graphic shapes to break up the smoothness. For the water, I really love how it's been rendered so far, but I just feel like this highlight, in real life, it would be much more white looking than actually yellow, probably, since it's light bouncing off of it. But you could keep the yellow and then add white on top of it to keep it fun. Good job, Rob. Thank you for your submission. It's by Fred. You made an awesome submission earlier too, Fred. They're very, I don't know, like mod. Very 60s to me.
Ooh.
Just looks like maybe it was an image trace or an Adobe Capture.
Yeah.
A vector.
I'm guessing that's someone on a recliner. Like a chair.
Chilling in the sun. Pixel sun.
Super
really
like
cool.
old school.
Yeah, I feel like I would see this sun made out of like iron and hung up in a kitchen or something.
Yes, that's like
Retro
super
kitchen.
easy.
Yeah.
People do that all the time.
Nice. So how can we make this stronger, do you think?
I think I would like to see the person. Maybe you can kind of see through like the chest.
Right.
Maybe like make it a little bit more define that area so we could like see it a little bit better. Like I kind of see the head, but maybe add some more yellow in the head so we can kind of see some more shape take place. And same with like the feet, unless he's wearing like snow boots.
Yeah, they're like a little club-like.
Yeah, but I love the like throwback style of this.
Yeah, it's very
super fun.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that oftentimes when you use capture or image trace to start with a photo reference, you can then go in and customize it for whatever you need it for. So like Timmy was saying, you could just go in and paint this in, even though it wasn't maybe here originally in the photo.
Yeah.
You gotta make it what you need it to be. Nice job, Fred.
Good job, Fred.
This is by Lacone.
Nice.
It's so hot. So I'm wondering if this is in Celsius.
It has to be, because I was like, I would take that any day in Arizona.
Right, it sounds pretty good. That's awesome.
I like this one. I love it.
I love the character design.
Yeah, I love the consistency of that bluish periwinkle color with the shadow and like the sky.
Really nice. The leaves falling are a nice little secondary detail that I didn't really notice it at first, and I was like, oh, nice.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I also love the cool shadow against the pink foreground. Like, it's not totally representational. The ground probably wouldn't be pink, but it looks believable just because of the shadow. Nice. Tim says, that's me in the summer.
Me too.
Yeah, Jan Eric says, that's me when I drink too much hot cocoa. Too hot. It's really nice. Probably used Illustrator Draw.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Nice job. Right, on to the next.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is by Laura.
That's
Laura made
fun.
super cute dogs yesterday. Everything you make, Laura, is very cute. Which smiley face is your favorite?
Shoot. I think I have two. I love the far right one.
This guy?
Yes.
He's pumped.
I love that one. And I like the long one on the left.
This one?
Yeah, I think that one's fun. Both the long ones are kind of fun. They're like,
they're
hey,
like
what's up?
Siblings. I love this guy. He looks like a little lion.
Yeah, it's like kind of maybe hair or something.
Right. This is really sweet. I really obviously love the character design, and I think that something that would make it a little stronger is just cleaning up this edge a little bit. I totally get that it's supposed to be like childish and fun, but you have a level of finish here with the shadows and the highlights and the kind of thoughtful brush work that could be more closely imitated around the edge.
Yeah, it kind of flows well on the like top and the right. Maybe kind of keep that same flow.
Right, like it should feel intentional even though it is childish.
Yeah.
Really, really nice. And nice use of the color palette too, making it representational even with such a limited color palette.
Love it.
Tim says, very proud of you, chat. Those entries are awesome. Very cute. Actually, I like this guy. I didn't really see him before.
They're all amazing.
They all look like
I want to be
Plank.
friends with them.
Yeah, they look like they'd be a
Can
good
we
crowd.
hang out?
All right, this is by Macy.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice. Very real, or highly rendered.
Yeah.
So they've got the color palette over here, kind of similar to how you have your color palette on the side, and I'm guessing Photoshop Sketch.
Yeah.
That's my guess, Macy. Let us know.
It's very nice and clean.
I love the use of like highly chromatic colors in something that might not actually have these colors in real life, but it makes it so much more believable.
I just want to pick it up and hear the ocean.
Right. I kind of want to eat it. Like, it looks tasty to my eyeballs. Very spiky though.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Nice job, Macy. Oh, what can we do to make it better? We almost forgot.
Shoot. I'm assuming the middle part, is that where it would be open?
Yeah. Like folded.
Maybe like a little bit more of make that distinctive of like kind of that, you know how they kind of like the lip of it kind of folds back. Maybe a little bit more identifiable, but
yeah,
I like it.
Right, and this area is probably where the shadow is actually the deepest on the item. I could be wrong, but that's just what I think from seeing this. So using your darkest values here. I feel like you could push your values a little bit darker. I know you're trying to use the color palette, and that's awesome, but maybe setting it to multiply, deepening them a little bit. Nice job.
Yeah, great job. You guys are killing it today.
I know. Whoa!
Yo!
It's by Aurelio.
Oh, yes.
This is awesome. Use of a real photograph in the back.
Super creative.
Yeah, let's focus on the character design. What do you think?
All right, I love this guy.
Yeah.
I love the style. I'm a sucker for this kind of style, like vector caricature.
Yeah.
I love the hair with the little like X's on the side. The shading. His shorts are awesome.
Yeah, they're cool.
No, what does that say? No paint, no gain. Nice.
Really cool.
I love this one. I love that you used a real photo. It's super creative.
Yeah, there's even a little tiny ship right there.
And I think that it actually flows kind of well with the photo. Sometimes when people do this, it looks like way too like you just threw it on there.
Yeah, an afterthought.
Like the shadows, the opacity in the shadows taken down.
And the fact that you didn't just plop your character right in the middle, you put it over here, and it's even literally pointing upwards to this, and this is pointing downwards to here. Nice. I think really my only critique is that these three things feel off to me, perspective-wise. Like that, my eye stops on there, and I'm like, well, hold on a second. But I know this isn't supposed to be realistic, but maybe even adding a tiny bit of, well, I see that you have added a little variance in the highlight. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Well, I think they're just a little bit too angled down. Yeah. You know, it'd be
much more straight at you.
More straight at, so you wouldn't really see that whole side of it.
Oh, nice. This is by Pepe Inc. Nice job.
Yeah, great job, man.
Cool. On to Juan Camilo's. This is the other shirtless man.
Yeah.
The other pink shirtless man.
This dude likes to party for sure.
Oh, yeah. Whole life. Wow, this sky is so nice.
Yeah. I like this, that artist I was saying, Mad Steez. He does a lot of purple. I love it. I love the yellow shadow on top of his shoulder kind of thing.
Right. This rim lighting. There's lots of sweat. He's definitely very warm.
It looks like a little lens flare maybe in the bottom right.
Oh, in the bottom right?
Over there.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Little detail. Good
Love
job
the
with
swimsuit. Definitely need to get that.
Nice Speedo action happening. But I love this little added detail of using your shape that you already created, transforming it into a shadow.
Yeah.
Nice job. So how would we strengthen this piece?
Ooh. Let's see. What comes to first comes to mind? I think maybe the lighting around the sun and the shadow are a little too perfect for me.
That was what I was thinking.
Other than that, I love the little lens flare added thing down there. I think that one actually that flows really well. I love the colors and the shading on the face. I love all that. But yeah, I think the shadows and that sun could be a little less amazingly perfect.
Right. Andrea just pointed out that the shadow should probably be on this side if the sun's over here.
True.
Something to think about. But I totally agree. I think that the lens flare and the shadow are super duper crisp, where when you look at the edge
look
here,
at the sweat.
Yeah,
I didn't
really
even
nice.
notice that.
Really nice. But when you look at the edge of him from far away, it doesn't look as stark and crisp as this does here. So maybe you could blur this a little bit or change the texture a little bit. I see that there's some sand texture there. So keep playing with that. Keep pushing it.
But I really like this one. I like how it's not traditional. He's purple. Maybe he's on another planet.
Who knows? He's him.
He's a partier.
That's for sure. This is by Big Yanni. Has great questions today during chat. We appreciate your questions, Big Yanni. This is warm weather. She's got some fruit on her head.
Nice.
Watermelons, strawberries.
Someone just dropped a fruit basket on her.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm cool with it.
I love fruit.
This is cooling me down. Cool. So what do we love about this, and what could we work on?
I love the color choices. I think the first two things I'm thinking of, where'd her neck go?
Yeah.
And I believe those are lemons. I would try to like maybe throw something in there because those totally get lost to me.
Right. Like these 3 shapes, I'm a little bit like, is that a mango? I'm not sure, but these are so readable instantaneously.
Yep.
So I think that's a great call out. And it occurs to me that her hair looks like water, and that's kind of dripping down, which is really cool. And I think you could push that even further and really kind of render out some rivulets and water and some highlights. Keep pushing it.
Yeah.
I think this is a great start. Nice job. And we have 1 more, maybe? Or maybe that was it. Oh, we have 2 more.
Ooh. I like this one.
Yeah, this is very awesome.
I love this.
Okay, so what could we work on and what is strong? I can say, first of all, the one thing that my mind immediately runs to is this shape on the sun. Everything else is really intentionally drawn. These leaves are really well designed.
Got that outline sketch kind of feel to it.
Yeah, but then this just feels a little bit like an afterthought.
Yeah.
And that you could even design these lines as well as you have designed everything else.
Yeah. This is definitely one of my favorites so far. I think the one thing I kind of caught my attention was her position of her head.
Oh, yeah.
At first, when I looked at it, I thought her face was looking towards us. And her hair was over her face. So maybe that's just creepy. Yeah.
Whoa.
And I think if that like one straggly piece on the left was maybe like down a little bit, it might help that.
Right.
I know she was probably looking to the sky.
And I think that these were all of the submissions before the deadline. I thought I did. It looks like we have a bunch more to go through, but maybe we can look at them next stream to give them the time to, or we can look at them really, really quick.
Yeah.
All right, let's flick through
Let's do this.
very quick. We've got Claire's awesome polar bear. Love that. Nice warm weather.
Ooh.
Cool thing. This is by Tyrone, our awesome graphic t-shirt designer.
Some butterflies.
Got Mark Dexon. Heat is coming.
A little
Love
melting
this.
cone or ice cream.
Yeah, I love these lines here. Nice. Ooh, Arizona.
Ooh.
Anita, I think, is in Arizona too.
Ooh, I like that.
The gradient on this cactus is really nice.
Super fun.
Alrighty. This is by Drew Ellis.
Drew.
Little sloth friend.
I love the sloth.
Really pandering to his audience.
Yes.
We've got Shima.
Ooh.
This is really abstract. I'm interested in this.
I love it. It's like one of those things I got to get super close and go cross-eyed and then move backwards.
Yeah, a magic eye thing.
See what it is.
Totally. And this is by Tima.
That one's good.
Awesome. Always coming with the cool printmaking-esque designs. And let's see if we have any more. All right, so I'm going to switch it over to you for a minute to just, like, literally in 30 seconds, let us know what you did today.
Yeah,
and what you're going to do tomorrow, and then I'll show you like 3 options and you can pick.
Yeah, so what we got here is I'm pretty much finished with mostly everything. Did a lot of the color today, decided to throw in some patterns on this like bandana that she's wearing. Probably finish up down here. I was going to add some pattern just to kind of like bring it full circle with the whole pattern thing. And then, yeah, I think that's that'll be good for the rest of it. And then tomorrow, I think we're gonna throw down on a new one, try to get that one completely done tomorrow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. So I have a couple options for you. We're gonna pick a winner.
Sweet, let's do
of
it.
The challenge very quickly. We've got Arizona, Fruit Girl, Sweaty Guy, other Sweaty Guy, and Flower. They're all super different.
Yes.
All take different approaches.
All right, I already know who I want.
All right, who's the winner?
The purple guy.
All right. Awesome.
Yes.
We talked about him at length. Really great job. Maybe just work on the shadow and you're good to go.
I love that one.
Yeah, so we're welcoming on Alice and Meg in just a few minutes. Everyone stick around for that. And we got Doug coming up after that. Make sure you come back for Timmy's last day.
Yes, tomorrow. I'm so sad.
Right, we'll start at 9 a.m. tomorrow. And Timmy will be live at 11 a.m.
It's going to be good.
Come back for that and we will see you then. Thanks, everyone.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.